everybody, welcome back to my channel, Mia here. Today's video is going to be my December TBR. So let's go ahead and discuss the books that I would really like to either finish reading during the month of December or at the very least pick up and start during the month of December. So there's one book that I've talked about now for months and I'm still reading it, so I won't talk about it. I'll just quickly mention it, and that is It by Stephen King. I will continue reading this book. I don't believe I'll be finishing it during the month of December, but at the very least I hope to read some of it and make some advancements when it comes to my reading of this particular book. Now, a book that I really do want to finish reading during the month of December, if possible, would be Crystal Power Crystal Healing. This is by Michael Ganger, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but anyways, this is one of the books that I read the first chapter for that previous video that I uploaded, which was read a first chapter of several books and then decide what to read next. And this is one of those books that I read. I was really interested in this particular topic, and I really did enjoy the first chapter, so even though I didn't pick it back then as the book to continue on, I still want to read it. So I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. So I hope to read this month. It's very interesting, and it's pretty much about the power that crystals have when it comes to healing and other uses, and I find that to be fascinating. So looking forward to reading this one. I also want to continue on with my pregnancy reading, as I am due to have the baby February the 11th, and I really want to read the other book that I have purchased in regards to that topic before that time. So I don't know if I'll be finishing this book, but I certainly want to start it. This is a guide to a healthy pregnancy, and this is a Mayo Clinic book. And yeah, so anyways, this is a bit thicker. I think this is just gonna have a lot of information about pregnancy and what to expect and all of that. Even though I am later on in my pregnancy, I still think this will be very interesting and hopefully very helpful as well for the remainder of my pregnancy. So looking forward to picking this one up and see what I think of it. Then I recently started reading The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. I just read a few pages. I have not gotten far. I just picked it up yesterday, and I got to page 44. So far I am enjoying it. I picked this book previously and I didn't get to finish the first chapter. I probably just wasn't in the mood at the time. I was enjoying what I was reading, but it didn't captivate me enough, so I had put it down with the intention of picking it back up, and just got lost in other books and never actually picked it up. So I decided to restart again from the beginning, and so far I am enjoying it. I do get the feeling that this is a little bit of a slower read. It has not captivated my attention to the degree where I just want to continue to just read until I'm done. So I think this is one of those books that I might just read some of it during the month of December. If I do manage to finish it, hey, that's amazing. But I don't know why I keep picking and gravitating towards this very large books, because this book is pretty large. It is quite a large book. It's over 800 pages. So it's not a small book to read. I just keep getting, I don't know, attracted to these very large books that I know I'm not gonna finish quickly, but nonetheless, I think this is gonna be a fascinating story. I really don't know too much about this book. I know that it takes place in New Zealand, I believe, and it takes place during the gold rush, and it follows several different characters. But so far I've only read about one. It's been a long time since I've read what this book is supposed to be about, but I know that it has something to do with the constellations, and it's sort of like a ghost story in a way, and a chase of sorts. I don't really know. I just think it's interesting. I've been interested in reading it for so long, and for some reason it had gotten my attention So I intend to pick it up, read through it, get as far as I can with the reading of that book, and so on during the month of December. Another book that I recently picked up, and when I say recently, I mean 30 minutes ago, I picked this book up and I started reading it because it is time, and that is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 6th book, I believe, in the Throne of Glass series, and that's a series that I have honestly fully enjoyed reading. And I believe this is a parallel story to the previous book, which was Empire of Storms, and I just been waiting to read it. I don't know why I haven't picked it up. I don't read as much YA as I used to. As I've gotten older, my taste in reading has kind of molded and changed a little bit. I still enjoy YA, but I don't read it as much as I used to. However, this is a series that I'm fully invested on, and I've really enjoyed all the previous books in this series, and I plan on continuing with this series no matter what. So I'm really excited to have started it. I have not gotten far. Like I said, I just literally started it. Got to page 26, but so far it's been interesting. I plan on continuing on and seeing what I think of it. I think that will be a book that I'll definitely finish, although it is also a large book. It's over 600 pages, so don't be fooled by how it looks. The pages are very thin and there's a lot of pages in it. Now, another book that I will pick up, I have already picked up and started, but I won't be finishing. I'm 100% sure I won't be finishing this in December. That is the Grimm's Complete Fairytales, and this is that collector's edition, which is absolutely beautiful, but I don't think I'll be finishing this. This is very, very big. It's almost 700 pages, so it's another big book. But I do plan on reading it slowly. I hope to finish reading it by the end of January or maybe in February. I'm fine with that. I just always wanted to read the original Grimm stories. I've heard that they are much darker than the Disney version, so we'll see. So far it's been interesting. I've only read the introduction, which was very, very interesting because it taught me a lot about the Brother Grimms that I didn't know. I didn't know there were story collectors. I thought that they wrote all of the stories, but they just pretty much collected the stories and kind of modified them a little bit. Anyways, very interested. I'm in page 7, so I really haven't gotten far. The fairy tales are very, very short, so I'll probably read, I don't know, maybe 3 fairy tales a day and see how far that gets me. And the last book that I want to read, and this I would really, really like to finish in the month of December, is the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling, and this is the illustrated edition by Jim Kay. I absolutely love this new edition, and I can't wait to get started. I've been saying I want to start it for so long. I think it is more than enough time for me to finish it during the month of December if I pick it up soon within the month. I want to read this slowly. I want to take my time with it. So my plan with this book is to pick it up now and just read it slowly so that I can really enjoy the illustrations and the whole experience. This is a book I'll probably have to sorry about that. I'll probably have to read this on my dining room table or someplace where I can sit it down because it is quite heavy and I would hate to accidentally rip a page or damage it in any way. So I'll be reading it that way, which is why I want to read it slowly. I have not reread Harry Potter in a very, very long time, not since I originally read it when I was a teenager. So I'm really excited to reread it and just rediscover that world. When I first got involved with Harry Potter, I just was completely absorbed. I read every book very, very quickly, and I fear that due to that I might have missed some details that I can definitely catch on now as an adult that's reading them slower. So very, very excited for this. I can't wait to get into all of these books this month. I really, really hope to get some of them finished. I might change this TBR along the way. We'll see. I really don't want to get too stressed out about what I'm reading this month. But this is a great guideline as to the books that I'm interested in at least getting started this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're enjoying the videos that I'm uploading. And if you would like to see more of my videos, please go ahead and subscribe down below. I will see you guys very soon in another video. Bye!